and welcome back to Bake with Shivesh. Before I dive into today's recipe, a big hug and thanks to you guys for helping me cross 100,000 subscribers on this channel. To celebrate this big milestone, I'm making very special 3-layer Snicker brownies. The first layer is a classic fudgy brownie. The second layer, a thick layer of peanut butter and marshmallow mix. And on top, salted caramel with roasted peanuts. It's going to be absolutely amazing, so let's get started. Let's start working on the brownies. I have 1 cup of dark chopped chocolate here and half a cup of salted butter. I'll put them in a saucepan set over medium heat and cook it until both the butter and the chocolate melt completely and look like a beautiful smooth mixture. You can also do this on a double boiler, by the way. This looks and smells so good. I'm going to set this aside, let it cool completely. And meanwhile, in a separate bowl, I'm adding sugar to 2 whole eggs. And I'll mix it really well because this is what gives my brownies a nice flaky top. If you don't want to use eggs, I also have an eggless recipe that I'll link in the description box below. After a good arm workout, when the sugar and egg mixture looks as pale as this, pour in the cooled butter and chocolate mixture, which will look like a beautiful chocolate waterfall at this stage, and mix it in as well. Honestly, this looks so good that I could just eat it as it is. But now it's time to add in the dry ingredients. I'm going to sift them in. Half a cup of all-purpose flour or maida. In goes a teaspoon of baking powder and 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. My batter is ready and so is my 9x9 inch square pan that I've lined with parchment paper. I'm going to pour the batter in. My oven is preheating at 180 degrees Celsius and I'll bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes. While the brownies are in the oven, let's get work started on the peanut butter layer. I'm adding marshmallows here, half a cup of them in a saucepan. And I'm also going to add a splash of water, say about 2 tablespoons of water, just so that my marshmallows don't burn. I'm going to set this on medium heat again and melt the marshmallows. I'm using marshmallows because they make this layer slightly chewy, which I really like. But if you don't have marshmallows, you can completely skip them and only work with peanut butter and icing sugar. Once my marshmallows melt completely, I'm going to add half a cup of peanut butter into it and mix it well so that it becomes nice and thick like this. To this, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of icing sugar and I'll mix it in as well. My brownies are baked. I love the flaky crust. I've let them cool completely and now on it I'm going to place the peanut butter, marshmallow, icing sugar mixture that we'd made earlier. It's super thick, so I'm just going to use my hands to place it and press it onto the brownies. And now onto this goes our beautiful caramel layer. So I'm going to use store-bought caramel here because I had a jar in my fridge that I wanted to use. But I will leave a recipe in the description box below for you to use. Ain't no Snicker brownies complete without some peanuts. I roasted a batch earlier in my oven. Now I'm going to roughly chop them up and top my caramel brownies with these roasted peanuts and some flaky sea salt. I let my brownies set in the fridge for at least 1 hour so that everything becomes nice and firm. Then pull them out and cut them into beautiful squares. embarrassed to report I've already eaten 3 of these and I can't stop. Look at these beautiful layers. I hope you guys will try this recipe out at home and enjoy making and eating these brownies. As I said, if you don't choose eggs, you could definitely make these with the eggless brownie recipe that I leave in the description box below. The caramel recipe will also be in the description box, so don't forget to check it out. And if you don't have marshmallows, the second layer could just be peanut butter and icing sugar. They'll taste equally great. If you guys enjoy making this recipe, don't forget to let me know in the comments below and send me pictures on my Instagram at Shivesh17. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Again, a big thanks to you guys for showing me all the love and supporting me in this YouTube journey. I promise to keep coming back to you guys with new recipes and new ideas. Until then, happy baking and take care.